Hi, and welcome to my life, deep in the heart of Central Texas, in the evening after my class. I did not make it through the whole class tonight. I had a headache move in while we were doing something that I know perfectly well. My body is a little bit more difficult about knowing it because I don't move like I used to. Can't grip things like I used to either. But, yeah, I drop my phone a lot. And I have trouble sometimes matching up my words with my thoughts or getting this camera lined up so that I'm actually getting my face on the screen or my dog or a wild carrot in the lawn or whatever. But I'm trying. And I would honestly hope that if you've got someone in your life who needs to restructure what's left of their mind or whatever, that you would encourage them to do some things like this. I mean, if they took a language in high school that they've mentioned before, encourage them to get Duolingo on their phone. The constant ads are a little bit of an annoyance, and they just about have more ads for the paid version than they do for those stupid little screen play games that, yeah, I know I say I learn a language, learn an instrument, play a game, but, depending on the shape they're in, they might not want games quite that simple. But you can help them choose something. You can help them choose the permissions on their phone so that they're not getting endless contact from various numbers that just want to sell them something. I mean, if Great Aunt Betty is a sucker for everyone that calls, I mean, go into her call history and say, what's this number? What's this? What's this? What's this? And mark a lot of them block or, spam, whatever. I'm sure different services have different things they call them. If I go to block something and indicate that it was spam, then things that are similar to that or coming from the same organization, I block so many politicians it ain't right. Yeah, I would definitely go if there was a dinner being done at some organization and there was going to be local dignitaries, this judge or this senator or this representative was going to speak about whatever, and it happens to be important to that organization or that church or whatever. Absolutely, I would go. I don't want 100,000 text messages because voting day is approaching. Besides, I was looking for my sticker. It's a little too late to influence me in that regard. My I voted sticker moved. Oh, that might be it. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I got the little I voted sticker. I'm not wearing it because I like to go put them on my refrigerator. And you can write in the year if you want, whether or not it was a primary. And just make a row of them, see how full you can get that refrigerator before the appliance fails. Or you can put the year and then overlap them the way biker patches go on a vest. If you've been going to Sturgis or Rot Rally religiously for a decade, you'll have a long line of those patches all lined up. And it looks pretty cool. That's okay. Do what you want with it. If you want to just get a spiral notebook like kids have to do their lessons in, and just put them in that, whatever. In fact, I have recommended it to kids in the past. If you get stickers from whatever, you can keep them this way. And if you get decals that typically would go on the skin, but mommy might be one of those hippie types that doesn't want you coming into contact with ink because it might sink into your skin and affect your body in the future, Hey, it's chemicals. I don't have any tattoos for the same reason. But, I'm not ruling it out for the future. But there's nothing I really want on my body that way. But, yeah. There's just all kinds of things that people can do. And this helps me. It makes me think, was there anything I wanted to say? Was there anything I wanted to get on camera today? Today has been go, go, go from the time I got up. Got dressed, out the door I went. Didn't get the clutch all the way in on the old Dodge today. And it didn't start. So I had to, I went in to ask Rick where his little jump pack was. I've got one too. I need to make sure. I need to clean out my vehicle. Throw away random packages and boxes and things. I've been cleaning up the back seat. I need to fold up the picnic blanket and stow it where it's supposed to be. Things like that. And I did finally get my rocking chair back into this vehicle. This weekend will be my son's birthday, because mine was last weekend. He's one of the best birthday presents. And my daughter came before my birthday, before I turned 20 even. So that threw the teen mother stats for my county out of the water. Just blasted them away. The fact that I was married for almost 2 years when I got pregnant with her, and that I did it on purpose. It's like we had our little time alone together. Now it's time to make a family out of the couple. And that threw their stats out too. I wasn't very popular. My older sister had done the same thing. She'd gotten married. And then my nephew was on the way before she turned 20. How to make statisticians' heads explode. Yes, teen mother who's married and having baby on purpose. Yeah. Life can be fun. If it isn't enough fun, you're not doing it right. Of course, I'm also the nut job. If I wake up in your emergency room and I see one of those photocopier pieces of snarky artwork hanging up somewhere, the first words out of my mouth might be, "Can you make me a copy of that?" I've got a collection in a folder that's over an inch thick. And over time, I have collected many of those. They're not all for polite company either, but people have to have hobbies. And then one day, we were working security in Dallas the year that too many security guards that were off-duty cops and cops that were on duty as cops were dying. That was not a good time to be a security guard in Dallas. So the time eventually came that we left, which is good because at that point my son was on the way. Life is grand. But, yeah, it's martial arts night. I was in class, and a headache hit me just out of the blue. And I knew it was not a migraine, because the migraines have not been coming the way they used to. And there's usually a warning before a migraine. Other people who get migraines could tell you about this. If you've actually been to a doctor that has diagnosed your headaches as migraines and probably written you a prescription for some kind of an opiate or some other strong painkiller, pain management anyway, then you know what a migraine is. You may just want to curl up in a dark room for 3 days and wait it out. That's a whole lot better than taking opiates endlessly for the rest of your life. But I would always feel weird under fluorescent lights. Natural light is better for me. Now, I'm not your doctor, so if you get no trouble with fluorescent lights, that doesn't mean you don't have migraines, you know? It just means that your problem's different. But a migraine actually is an autoimmune disorder, and it is an inflammatory disorder because something's going on that inflames the brain. I did not know it was an autoimmune issue until I started researching what different nutrients do for your body and how much they help. Because you may or may not need something. Looking up nutrients is good. If you're low on something and you haven't been tested for what you might be low on. I mean, typically, if you're a vegan, they might check to see if you're keeping your vitamin B levels up to snuff. Because most of those, I think, come from meat. I'm not sure. The B12 specifically. And a lot of people are not keeping up to par with their vitamin D. I mean, there are some things that are marketed as vitamin D, but they're actually a precursor, and your body's supposed to convert it to vitamin D. You're better off getting out in the sun with no shirt sleeves, or t-shirts, tank tops, whatever it is you like to wear. Get the sun on your skin. You can always ask for a D25 test. Now, some doctors will just order the 125. I don't know what the difference is, but apparently the D25 is more intensive and will check various markers for how you're using the D. And like I said, you actually want to get a D3 supplement if you're low on vitamin D. And if you're not getting out in the sunshine, because 2 of my 3 Tai Chi days, I get out and it's pitch black outside. So I'm not getting any vitamin D on the way home. Not even if I put the window down and put my arm out on the door. And this is Texas. It gets sunny enough. Oh well. But there are things that can be checked if they might be contributing to your headaches or your autoimmune issues. Now, I knew my eczema was an autoimmune issue, but the eczema's gone. For now. I was starting to break out on the back of the shoulder, behind my neck a little bit. And I think I've got that just about handled. Headache tonight, but like I said, it was not a migraine. That's kind of important to know. If you think that what you're having is migraines, there are also some things called cluster headaches and stress headaches. And I think that if you're having too much oxidative stress, it might be able to give you a stress headache. I'm not 100% on that. Talk to your doctor. Talk to a pain management doctor. I don't care who you got, what you got. There are professionals that can help. I'm feeling a little better now, but I'm still having just a little bit of a headache. I got the hair bands out of my hair already and massaged my head and drank my drink. It is nowhere near the top. My RO water in my club soda bottle. It's about time to switch bottles. I whatever. But, yeah, learn to massage your head. Learn where the massage points are, the pressure points and the massage points, to take care of your headache quickly if you need to. I'm driving myself home from the south side of Round Rock all the way up almost into Jonah. No whales in Jonah. And Jonah's not in a whale either. It's in Williamson County. But Round Rock's in Williamson County too. But, that's life. We're going to have headaches occasionally. And it's not because I haven't eaten. I had some chuck eye steaks for lunch. I made us each a pound. And then I made a bunch of hard-boiled eggs. And I had some hard-boiled eggs and a package of sliced sandwich-style roast beef from the grocery store. The kind that comes already packed up. It's pre-sliced cold cuts. But it's not the kind that's all cured like the salami and the pepperoni and ham. It's just the sandwich sliced roast beef. It's good stuff. And it's beef. But I was gonna bring this baggie with me for my lunch. For my dinner. Because after class, if you have room for another meal, you should. I ate earlier, and I'm really not hungry, so it's just as well I didn't bring it. It would have been sitting around at room temperature for all this time, just to have me not really care for it. And we should eat when we're hungry, not before. I'm not going to make myself eat. I don't make myself work out either. I love my class, though. I didn't want Master Christie to feel like I don't love her, though, so before I left the floor, I came up behind somebody who teaches one of the kids' classes, and she comes to the adult Tai Chi class. And I said that I had a headache and I was going to go sit down. And she was kind of shushing me and just pointing back out the lobby. Go, sit. I have some great people here. Now, all the people who are doubled up Tai Chi plus Kung Fu plus Tai Chi, they're inside now doing a sword form. And there's some additional Kung Fu people. It's a black belt class. Sometimes I do stuff with black belts, sometimes I don't. Because let's face it, I don't move like I should. I'm too wobbly and dizzy. And I'm very thankful at the moment that I don't get headaches the way I used to. That's one of the things that the carnivore diet has done for me. The eczema is one. The tinnitus. I think I have said in the past that it's gone. But every now and then there's just the tiniest little tone in my hearing. Now, some people have preconceived notions or this only exists in the way they experience or whatever. And to me, tinnitus has always sounded like a very clean, even, continuous electronic tone. Which kind of makes sense because the brain is electronic. My mom was one of those people who steadfastly is like, it sounds like a phone ringing. If it doesn't sound like a phone ringing, then you don't have tinnitus. Whatever. But that's gone for the most part. The painful clicking and popping in my left knee is gone. And my right knee, it'll get there. Of course, that might also be related to something else I'm doing. Like I said, if you don't have the nutrition you want, if you don't have enough collagen in your diet, there are things you can do. You don't have to start eating things you don't like just to get more collagen. You can get a collagen supplement. Cerule makes good ones. I think Bob recommended them. Shout out semi-retired Bob, yay, and Bart K for recommending good products. What can I say? But I take the flagship product and I take the Plasma Flow. The flagship product is the Zen Enhance Ultra, which is not really made from an algae, it's made from a cyanobacter. And part of their process is that they have to make it safe before they put it in a capsule and sell it by the bottle full. And they can't make any claims that it's going to do this or that or whatever certain thing because it's a nutraceutical. It nourishes your bone marrow and it helps your body do things it's going to do anyway. I'm all for it. I have not done the IBO thing yet. I'm thinking I will. And then you might occasionally see me holding up bottles the way other people do and say, look, this is this product. I use it because I believe in it. And yes, it is a multi-level marketing thing. Oh. But that's just a marketing format that works. And if I can make some money, that would be nice. I haven't been employed in a long while. I have told people more than once I need